The jungles of Carfax of the Six whispered with 1,000 alien sounds, chittering insects the size of house cats, carnivorous vines that slithered when disturbed, and the distant roar of something far too large. Lieutenant Jack Rayner wasn't here for sightseeing. He was here for a recon mission that had gone horribly wrong. His shuttle was a smoldering wreck 20 clicks east. Cums were fried. His rations were running low. And worst of all, something had been tracking him for 3 days. He first noticed the claw marks in the trees 10 feet high. Then the fresh footprints 3-toed, each print longer than his forearm. And now the rustling always just out of reach. She was close. She wanted him to know it. Then she struck. One moment he was resting near a waterfall, drinking filtered water from a collapsed vine. The next, the jungle exploded. A shadow larger than a tank lunged from the treetops. Jack didn't even have time to scream before he was slammed to the mossy earth, arms pinned above his head. Breathing heavily, he stared up into a pair of glowing golden eyes slitted like a reptile's, intense and stunning. Her face was half covered in bone armor, tribal paint smeared across emerald green skin. Fangs protruded just slightly from her lips, and her long black dreadlocks dripped with rain. 12 feet tall. Muscles like forged iron, clawed hands pressing. His shoulders into the ground like he was a stuffed toy. Human, she hissed in perfect English, though the accent was alien and sharp. You smell fertile. Jack blinked. What? She leaned closer, nostrils flaring. You are male, unclaimed, strong for your species, quick, clever. You evaded me for 3 days. That is impressive. Jack struggled, heart pounding. You've been hunting me? Testing, she corrected. You passed. She lifted him with one hand as easily as a mother lifting her child and leapt effortlessly onto a rock outcropping above the waterfall. The view overlooked a vast canyon, mist curling between the cliffs. It should have been beautiful. But Jack's brain was still catching up. Who are you? He managed. She placed him down gently, as if now he were precious. I am Varekna, matron of the 8th Fang, hunt mistress of the Thrixani brood. I seek a nestmate, and I choose you. Jack blinked twice. You what? You will nest with me, breed strong offspring. Thrixani females carry the clutch. Males supply essence. Most Thrixani males are lacking. You human are different. Jack stared. You pinned me down just to propose? She tilted her head. Was this not your custom? Strength, dominance, selection of suitable mate. Jack laughed nervously. Not quite. We usually go for coffee first. Varekna blinked, confused. Do you accept or not? I have proven myself worthy. I tracked you. I spared you. I chose you. And what happens if I say no? She stood tall, rising like a monolith above him. Then I honor your will. I will escort you to safety. I will protect you, and you will go back to your people, alone. The honesty in her voice surprised him. Jack had expected coercion or worse, but there was only sincerity in her expression. Pride, yes, but not cruelty. He sat down, watching the clouds swirl in the valley below. And if I say yes? Varekna grinned a terrifying thing, full of sharp teeth and joy. Then we bond. You are welcomed into the clan. No more war between our kinds. Your name will be spoken in the great nest. Jack exhaled, rubbing his temples. Okay, let me get this straight. You were sent here as part of a scouting party. Yes. Your species just learned about humans, and you decided I'm good breeding stock? Correct. He looked her over again, armor crafted from chitin and bone, a weapon like a glaive slung over her back, scars on her arms that told a dozen stories, and still, somehow, she was beautiful in her own way. You could have killed me. I still might, she said, teeth glinting in what might have been humor. Jack stood up and extended a hand. All right, Huntress. Tell me about this nest. She looked at his hand for a moment, then shook it with a strength that almost dislocated his shoulder. You accept? He nodded. Why not? Beat starving out here. Varekna roared in triumph, a sound that echoed across the jungle like thunder. Birds scattered. Beasts fled, and high above, orbiting satellites took note of the alliance formed on Carthaxa VI for humanity's future. Had just taken a very weird turn.